Let's go. What is up, Mind Buzz Universe? Welcome back to another podcast episode of the Mind Buzz. I am your host, Gil, and working the board tonight, this evening, this afternoon, whenever you listen to this podcast, is the lovely Amber. What's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. My mouth just unnumbed. Went to a dentist earlier. They numbed my mouth.
How was it? How was the dentist?
It was okay. It was a dentist.
It was?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, does anybody have a good time at the dentist?
I used to have a good time at the dentist.
Oh, because your dentist had a TV, right?
We had a huge 57-inch TV that was honestly, it was frightening as it was the coolest thing in the world.
That it would fall on?
Honestly, it's like any Final Destinations rider's dream. I swear. 57-inch TV planted on the ceiling. I remember the first time that I went there and they had me choose a movie. I was like, oh, I seen 50 First Dates, and I love that movie. Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore, and wrong thing to pick at a dentist office. I knew the whole dialogue, and I was still laughing. And they were like deep inside my mouth.
Maybe they shouldn't put comedy at the dentist.
No, they should.
No, because then you're laughing. Well, they had.
I was just like, aha.
Today they had a giant TV, but it wasn't suspended over me. But they had America's Funniest Home Videos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, playing in the lobby?
No. In front of me, they had a giant television, like a 70-inch television. Yeah.
I'm going to that dentist next time.
So you go to the dentist just to watch TV?
Yeah.
Okay.
It got me through a lot of the dental work that
I wasn't even like paying attention to the TV. I was just like, get out of my mouth already.
Yeah.
And it was quick. They did a thing. What did they do? They did a deep clean.
What did they do?
I'm like, what did they do? I'm just mad.
What are you mad about? Tell us.
That they have me doing it in 4 parts. I think it's ridiculous. They should have just numbed my entire mouth. Mm-hmm. I would have been cool with it, even if I was drooling. They used to do things like that. And then just do the whole cleanup in an hour. This was like 10 minutes. It took longer to wait for the numbing thing in my mouth. And then she's like, okay, we'll see you next week. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah,
it's kind of like when you're on hold, right? You're on hold for whatever reason, whoever you call, and the actual wait time is longer than the actual phone call.
Interaction.
Yeah, I think the last time I waited like over 2 hours for something.
So I only have a quarter of my teeth.
Just fixed?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. It was just a cleaning. But only a quarter of my teeth are cleaned, which I don't know. Whatever. Guess healthcare system now. I don't know. I was just mad. I was like,
we got to get an insurance.
Just do my whole mouth, lady.
Insurance underwriter on the podcast to talk to them about.
To us?
Yeah.
Well, my aunt explained to us last time, remember? She works for a dentist.
Bring your Thea on the podcast.
Yeah, I guess you're right. All right, I'm done. But that was it.
She's able to talk about all this stuff because her doctor's
retiring?
Or her dentist, or we can get her dentist.
Maybe.
And maybe he can fix you up while we do the podcast.
Yeah, maybe. Fix me up. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just cleaning my teeth.
By the way, Amber has a beautiful set of chompers.
Thanks.
Because she just does. I don't know why there had to be a because on there.
4 years of braces.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do they still... I feel like I haven't seen people wear braces.
People do Invisalign now.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Well, if you're over like 30 years old...
You should do Invisalign?
Should do Invisalign.
Yeah. I mean, anyway.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you see, like, if you're not a teenager and you have braces, I don't know, it looks kind of funny.
Yeah.
No?
Maybe.
You think so?
Am I allowed to speak?
Let's introduce him and then
Because I had so much to say that I just
let's
stayed quiet.
It's a test. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's bring in today's guest. I'm super excited to have this gentleman in the studio and on the podcast. He's a stand-up comic, and he is also a podcaster and podcast host. Please give it up for Jonesy.
Thank you. Oh, I actually get a clap? 2 claps?
Yes.
Wow, this is great. This is great. One thing you should know about me is I have the free healthcare in California. It's the free one,
Okay.
which means it's no good. So my dentist, no TVs, nothing like that. We got the bare bones over there at my dentist. It's the bare bones. They love me over there. I crack jokes and
yeah,
I'm a hit when I go to
I'm a hit.
all my doctors. Yeah, I asked my dentist. I said, so why do you guys kill yourselves?
Oh my!
Because dentists are the number 1 suicide occupation.
Really?
Did you know about that?
No.
Yeah, dentists. So I said, why do you guys do that?
Why do you guys do
I
that?
thought, don't you make some good money, right? Don't you want to?
Yeah.
Why would you go? I always ask for the gas too. I go, can I get some gas? Even when I'm only in there for a cleaning, and it's it'll be like a young assistant, and I'll be like, can I get some gas today? And she's like, no, she's all shy, like I'm not the doctor. I'm like, come on, baby, just give me some gas. I'll give you $10. I was like, I'll give you
$10.
I'll give you $10 if you give me the gas.
Just give me a hit, just one little hit.
I need to go to these TV dentists though, where they can put a movie on for me. Yeah, something sad so that I don't laugh though.
That's what I'm thinking. That's
Because
what
the
I'm saying.
laughing is like now you're moving around, and I
Yeah.
guess it depends on what they're doing. If they're drilling you, you don't want to be bucking up and down because you're watching some Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, they were deep in there.
You don't want to be crying either. You don't want to be, you want to be watching a rom-com while they're drilling you. That's not the time to pull out Old Yeller.
So it has to be something neutral, right?
Yeah, it's got to be something neutral, right? What would it?
Like
And
Vanilla
not a horror
Sky.
movie either, because if you jump, it can't be a horror movie.
Yeah.
What's like
Just any Paul Rudd movie, probably. Just like middle of the road. Tries to be funny, but meh.
any B-list movies? Hey,
Yeah.
but some B-list movies are pretty
Just
good.
boring. Anything dull like that.
Maybe the news.
I think the news will make you cry these days.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not. Then nothing. No TV.
Yeah. Just meditation music probably is good.
Oh, that would be
With
good.
scenes of like, Kyoto or something would be nice.
Yeah, because I noticed that I was like really, really tense, and then at some point I was like, "Am I breathing?" And then I had to be like, "Oh, breathe." She's just cleaning your teeth. And then after I told her, I was like, "I'm sorry, I was really tense." She's like, "Yeah, you were." I was like,
Back when I had no health insurance, I went to a dental school because the students work.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. You ain't lived until you've had a 19-year-old give you a root canal.
I did that with my hair.
Oh, yeah, you can go to the hair schools.
Yeah.
I've heard of
Hair
that.
schools.
Hey, question about that. Do you get to pick your haircut? Or they're like, hey, look, we're doing bleach blonde today. Like,
Yeah, you have
it's bleach
to-
blonde Tuesday.
You have to go with whatever they're like
Whatever they're
practicing
learning
around
that
time.
week.
Yeah. But I went, and it was my best friend, so she was the one that was like,
Oh, cool.
"Hey, come on this day."
She knew
so
the
that,
inside.
So she knew,
Yeah,
so I
she
went.
knew.
and-
Yeah, it's going to be normal haircut Thursdays.
Yeah.
You get a normal haircut. Whatever you do, don't come on Friday.
Yeah.
What happens on Friday? Let's
And I
just say
think-
the floor is covered in way more hair than any other day. We just shave that shit off. Wow.
You go on the wrong day, and you're all.
But like I
bald.
heard they're top of the line salon schools and stuff. Like you get like a dope haircut for and it's probably free, right?
Yeah, she used to go to one. What is it called? Like Paul Mitchell or
Yeah,
something.
I was
Yeah,
just gonna say
sure.
Paul Mitchell.
That's
Yeah.
what she went
He
to.
had a school.
And I mean, they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, that's really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, I mean, she didn't charge me, but I think they started charging after a while, and it's like $10. But you would get, like, for a woman, I mean, that's nothing because you get a haircut, blow dry, everything that you did.
That's so great.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
You could do nails, you could do hair
At the same place?
at like places that teach like
Like
trade,
cosmetology?
Like cosmetology.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Well, my mom did. Remember, my mom did makeup. My mom did like FX makeup.
Oh, right.
And you had to be 12 years old to be a model for them. So I remember that as soon as I turned 12, I like gave myself tribute
And
to
they
my
turn
mom.
you into a zombie or something?
And no, it was her
What did they
last.
do?
It was her last. Like the last day, and she airbrushed my entire body, so I was like a fairy.
Whoa.
And that was really cool.
That is pretty cool right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
but then I
hell yeah.
cried when I got home because I couldn't take it off, and I had to shower for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'd imagine any school that's teaching you whatever these things are, they probably have certain times of the year where they're accepting some guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I go to the vasectomy school of vasectomy.
Oh my God.
Get a vasectomy by a student. Just hope it works, you know? I don't know. Let's just see. Or like a boob job school, and then you go, you're like, oh shit, one's a little bigger than the other. But like, hey, whatever, it was free.
Well, not too long ago, I went again. I'm on like my doctor journey again. I avoided the doctor for a lot of years, and then now I'm like, all right, I'm 35. I gotta go. So, anyways, one of the doctors, she was telling me that she was like, she was telling me I was gonna need some kind of surgery at some point, and she's like, but go to like a specialist and ask for like the resident doctor. And I was like, oh, okay.
The resident doctor?
Yeah.
This guy lives there?
So,
Oh my God, they never let him go home.
He's just chained to the desk.
So she says now that like a lot of the doctors and the way that the healthcare system is like kind of moving, she says that a lot of the doctors don't really perform like, the major surgeries. They're letting the beginner
Wow.
doctors
Oh my.
there's letting the beginner doctors do a lot of these things.
So it's like big universities where the actual professor doesn't do anything. They let the TA
Yes.
do everything now.
Yes.
And these people get the big paychecks, and what do? They just go and play PS5 and drink boba.
So that's what she said. She's like, I just want to because she was older, and she was telling me how things were changing in the healthcare system, and she's like, yeah, I'm trying to get out. She's like, because it's not working. She is an actual surgeon, and she had to go to like.
They won't let her out. It's like a blood in, blood out type of situation.
No, I mean, because she said like she's a surgeon, and she's like, I have to pay. I think she told me like $30,000 a month for her license just to be like a licensed like practicing surgeon. And she's like, and you kind of have to hustle for like the surgeries. She's like, so if you don't have a surgery, you're still paying $30,000. Like
for the surgeries, you gotta chase ambulances. Hey, what you got in there? Hey, listen, tell me what hospital you're going to. Listen, I can meet you there if you need. What is this?
That's what it sounded
lawyers?
like.
This is like what lawyers do. They got to drum up business. That's why you see these goofy ass billboards. Lawyers are. You're gonna see billboards for surgeons.
For surgeons?
Yeah. Brain damage?
I'll do it for cheaper.
Yeah. Dr. Dizzy's here to fix you, like some goofy, some Sweet James kind of, but a doctor version.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know it was that hard. Well, definitely not good. Well, it's too late for me now, but I was. So if I had a kid, I'd be like, no, you don't need to go to medical school. Just, robots are going to be doing all these jobs anyways.
I know.
Wait, so they have to, so they have to pay monthly for their license? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
And that's before she's gotten lawsuits, right? Because if you get malpractice, then that license fee probably goes up, right? Like your car
insurance.
insurance.
Yeah, car insurance. If you have an accident,
Yeah.
your premium
So
goes
if she had a malpractice on there, take a couple points off or whatever.
Right.
They got points on there. Points. Yeah, she got. Why are you paying so much surgery fees? Well, I killed 5 people, so they don't just tell you no. Like, no, I just pay the fees, and I can keep doing this.
I can keep going.
I just try not to. I told them don't give me any old people anymore. That was part of the problem.
So I don't know what's going on in there, but she was like whispering, telling me, and I was like, okay,
wow,
thanks.
She was whispering. It's all. Just be a nurse, right? Just be a nurse. You don't have to pay a fee to be a nurse. I know nurses, they make like $50, $60, $75 an hour sometimes. They do well. They're all vacationing. All the nurses I know got money in the bank. Yeah. They got a dope car, and they're vacationing a lot. They're going like the Caribbean like 3 times a year. These girls... It's great. It seems like a great, when they're like working though, it's like, graveyard shift. Like they work their asses off, but they get paid.
Like a nurse practitioner. Yeah. You're a nurse, but you're the closest you are to a doctor. Yeah. You can see patients and like.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Then you don't have to pay these licensing fees and go to school that long, because those doctors have student loans that are way more than what the nurses would have, right? These doctors have 6-figure student loans, a lot of them. That's not a good deal. I would just do the nurse thing. You got to touch pee more when you're a nurse, though.
Yeah, you got to wipe some asses.
Right? You got to wipe a booty. If you're when you're a nurse, you
but
just got
a lot more PNS. A lot more PNS.
There's a lot more PNS involved. Sure. Emptying bedpans like crazy.
That's fine. I'll empty a bedpan for a couple of weeks in the Caribbean.
It's worth it for a trip to the Caribbean.
For sure.
Yeah.
How do we get there? We're all peeing shit. That's funny. But I mean, I don't know. But I have heard that the healthcare system is like completely transforming, where before you were able to, you had insurance and you were like, okay, I want to go to a doctor, I want to see this, and now everything is
it's just so hard now. It's so crazy. Hard even to get insurance. I can only imagine to get insurance is already difficult enough, but while you have it, then it's like a whole new thing. It's accessible, but then at the same time, it's not, because you have to know how to work through like what networks. I don't know. I still don't know what a HMO and a PPO is. I have no.
I don't know that.
Clue.
I don't know either. I just have the free healthcare, whatever that is. They call
no HMO. Or
they
PPO.
Call it Medi-Cal. Have you heard of this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's totally free though for me, because I don't make any money, so it's totally free, which. I don't know. I don't know what to compare it with. It's not the worst.
No, it's not.
I haven't really paid for anything.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think I have the best doctors though. Like that. There's something like.
There's something.
Yeah, I'm always like, like
you're getting the students.
Yeah, there's something going on with the doctors. My doctor. Yeah, she don't even want to see me. Like she doesn't want to see me. I think I can't prove this, but I think there's a separate phone line at the office for the people with the free insurance, and that shit just kicks to voicemail. You just like, it's like, oh, it's a person with free insurance. Put it to voicemail.
Well, there are certain doctors, because I've called before, like to make appointments for him, and then they'll be like, oh, what insurance does he have? And then they'll be like, oh, we're not taking any more people under that insurance. We're not taking any more people under this insurance. Right. So it's like.
That explains it. That explains why I call my doctor for something. They're like, yeah, we can see you 2 Thursdays from now. I'm like, I was covered in this rash one day. I call head to toe rash. I don't know what the hell was going on, right? Hives or whatever you want to call it, but like head to toe. God. I was I got a photo of it in my phone because I was so freaked out. And then she's like, yeah, you can come in, the office said, you can come in next Thursday, we'll take a look. And I'm like I couldn't accept that. So
I couldn't accept it.
I go, well, look at I think it's this was years ago when this was going around. I go, I think I might have monkeypox. Right? Do you remember it was monkeypox?
Yeah.
This was during that time. I go, I think it's monkeypox, and they totally changed their attitude. Like, oh my God, that sounds really serious. You better come in today. And I go, yeah. You gotta trick these bitches. You gotta catfish your doctor to see you. Be like, you think you got Ebola? No, it's just a little scrape. But like, my check engine light is on, lady. Why don't you see me? I gotta beg.
It's very true.
It's so sad.
It's so sad.
Like, but it's free. So I can't complain. I see the girl I'm dating. I see what she pays for regular insurance, $750 a month.
$750?
Yeah, and that's not even the highest tier of the thing she's in.
But that's the thing. You have to know how to work it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting the insurance that you get, but you know how to work it. Say if there's somebody that wasn't as bold as you that had that rash all over their body, it would have took them weeks to get seen.
Yeah.
It would have been weird.
Yeah.
It's funny because
Right?
she sent me because your GP can't do anything, right? They're just general. So anything that's specific, they can't do it. So they're like if you go for I got a shin issue. They're like, oh, I don't do the shin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to go to a specialist.
Yeah, like, yeah. You go, well, sometimes it hurt, my toes hurt too. The pain goes. No, I didn't. They're like, I didn't study the toes in medical school. Oh, okay. So I go in for this skin issue, right? She's like, oh, I don't do the skin. I'm like, lady, we're all skin.
Yeah, we're all skin.
We're like the whole body's skin. How do you not do skin?
Right.
So like, I mean, so like. She go, you got to see a skin guy, but like, because it's a free insurance, she has to apply. This is how that system works. She has to apply, right? She's got to write a description of my issue, and I gotta hope she wrote something like some nice poetry about my condition. You know what I mean?
Right.
To get approved. They don't even. Surprisingly, when they're submitting that shit, it's all written. They don't even take photos of you. No. Isn't that stupid? Like they don't take a photo of your condition. Some conditions, like a photo would help push it through, right? So they just write. Like they're writing paragraphs or whatever. I just hope that it's good. You know what I mean? I hope that she's feeling like she wants to be accurate that day and submits it. And I got to wait. And then like by the time then it goes, it gets approved. But then now I got bad insurance. So I get an appointment with the skin dude. I have to then wait that takes a while to get an appointment. Took a while to get it approved. Took a while to get an appointment. By the time I saw the skin dude, it was like 3 months had gone by. And I went anyway. And the guy, I was like, hey man, so I had this skin issue. I don't have it anymore, but I just thought I'd come. Like I didn't even have the skin issue anymore, but I still went on the appointment, because I never get approved. And I thought this was like an opportunity
to meet you, to finally meet you.
Yeah. The guy, I'm like, I know you're a skin guy, but like, I get nightmares when I eat grapes. Like, help me out. What do you know? Tell me what you know, bro. Like, I never see a specialist. So that's how it goes, though. You're right, though. You got to like finagle the system. But for California, man, it's pretty impressive. It's okay. Like I never pay for prescriptions or nothing. I get in. I got a screwed up shoulder, and I've been going to PT, and I got acupuncture, and it's all been covered. Mm-hmm. So I'm making it work somehow.
And Jonesy, you're originally from Massachusetts, right?
Yeah, that's right.
When did you come to California?
I came in 2016.
2016.
So it's been about 10 years. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I didn't come from Mass, though. I was living in New York for 12 years.
Oh, wow. How was that?
It was great. Yeah. I went to New York City to just strictly well, not strictly, but to go do stand-up comedy more than what I was doing in Boston. And ended up staying there 12 years and had a great time. Did a lot of things. Got on some TV shows as an actor, did some theater, some sketch. Did a lot of commercials, voiceovers. Had a blast. Made some money. And then came out here in 2016 and been making no money. But I'm happier.
Nice.
You're happier?
Yeah, I'm really happy out here. Yeah.
You like LA?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what coast is the best?
I love it.
You don't have to answer
It's hard
that.
to right. I like the people on the East Coast so much, but I love the lifestyle out here. I love the weather, and there's like, I don't know, there's so much more you can do. So much more you can do here.
Yeah.
It seems. Yeah. You got the oceans, the mountains. You can like ski. You can surf, and you can go to the deserts. Like there's so many options here in SoCal. Yeah, I love it so much here. Yeah, as long as I'm living in the United States, more than likely it'll be here.
Nice.
I believe. Yeah,
glad.
I'll keep getting that free healthcare as long as I can. Too.
You should be here.
But if I'm getting the free healthcare, that means I'm not in a good place career-wise. I think we can all admit. Or I'm lying on my taxes. But that seems to be the way of our culture these days, right? Isn't it? Lying is getting. Do you notice that lying is not? It's not as much of a sin as it used to be now, because all of our leaders lie so much, like it's totally normal.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it's like raising a kid right now, because kids probably be lying, and they'd be like, well, "So what? It's a lie."
So what? It's a lie.
Our president lies. What do you say to that?
That's true.
My governor lies. I'm like, oh fuck. Our priests lie. Yeah, priests lie too. Fuck. What? All of our role models are a bunch of liars, and then we're gonna tell your kids, it's rough stuff, man. We don't have to get political. I'll just put that there.
But you're not wrong.
No, it's perspective, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you tell your kid if he claps back with that? Oh well, I don't know.
Yeah. What do you say?
Do doctors lie?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure that they had an appointment like in between those 3 weeks that you needed to see him.
I mean, lying seems to be like People don't even. It's not even a thing to like. You call somebody out for lying, and they'll sometimes they'll act like what, like you're rude. Like why would you? You know what I mean? It's like calling out for somebody who's late for something. You know, like it's like
there's no accountability anymore.
The accountability is kind of, and there's no personal responsibility. And if you let liars off the hook, you know, what are we doing now?
And I think that everything is like you were saying, like, you know, like the leaders up there or wherever the fuck they are. But, you know, it's like one of those things like, well, I'm going to screw the system because the system's fucking screwing everybody.
It's flawed.
It's
flawed.
Yeah. In fact, there's been a philosophy in our culture that's been banging around for probably like, I don't know, 10 years now. People go, especially in Hollywood. Maybe I don't know if other places, but in Hollywood, people like say like, fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
What you're saying is lie.
Yeah.
Be a liar. Lie about your accolades. Lie about who you are. Lie about what you've done. Lie about what you can do. Fake it till you make it. That's like some bullshit, and people live by that, and people applaud that. That's crazy.
There's two things, because I've heard of that, of fake it till you make it, but I've also heard living in advance. To, I guess, like
living in advance. That means running up your credit card bill.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah. Fake it till you make it is like you go out and you buy 150,000 Instagram followers.
Oh yeah. Yep. There's that too.
I know comedians that do that. Yeah. And then they get booked to do a big show in another city. And what those bookers look for now is they look at your number. Right? So now it says you have 200,000 followers, but they ain't real. So then you go to that city, you go to Nashville, right? And you got this show, and how many tickets they sell? 15.
Yeah.
In a place that seats 200. So you faked it to you faked. Look what happened to you. And now the club is pissed off, and the booker's like, "What the hell?"
We were just talking about this. Was it last week? About There's some people that can talk. They can talk their way through to the top, to wherever, right? But once they go on stage, like they're I guess wherever they're at in their comedy doesn't back up how much talk they talk themselves up to be. And I can only imagine, like, if you're like a booker or producer, you're like, oh, well, he says he's cool. Like he's done all these different things. Yeah. And then once he's there for 5 minutes and completely does nothing happens, it's like, how do you keep on doing that? It's got to be tough for a person that does that.
If you're selling tickets, the booker don't give a shit what you do up there.
Really?
Yeah, the booker don't care. This is where a lot of the clubs are going this way, and they don't care what you do up there. That's why they're booking like influencers and stuff, like comedy influencers. Mm-hmm. They sell out the joint. They'll sell out the joint 2 shows a night. They're like, great. That influencer can just go up there and talk, do a Q&A. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What they do might not even be comedy. You know, doesn't matter. You know, like even some like I've seen these serial killer podcasts.
Okay.
Like these murder podcasts, these serious podcasts. They'll do a live podcast or do a live event Q&A with their fans or whatever. I've seen one of those. I wasn't there, but they used a comedy club as a venue. So that's not even a night of comedy. We're talking about a night of a murder podcast doing Q&A in their venue, you know. But they sold out the joint, and that's what was happening that night. So it's like they just want to get that room booked, man. They just want to sell those tickets. I see it again and again. And being funny is not even. It's like secondary now. It's really something to see.
You've been around for a long time. Where do you think that changed? Has it always been like that? Or
a lot of us have been saying that it's been since COVID, coming out of COVID, that this has changed. Yeah. Hard to figure out exactly when, but a lot of, like, in general, we've been saying that. And when I say we, I mean like bitter old comics like me who only are funny but have no following. So let's just be clear. You know, it's me and my grizzled old buddies going like, what the fuck, man? I can't get I can't get booked anymore. Like clubs that used to book you don't book you anymore for weekends because it's a dice roll with you because you don't have a lot of followers and you you have a shifty ticket sales thing and it's just not guaranteed. They'd rather go with a more guaranteed ticket sales performer, regardless of whether or not they're a seasoned comedian or not.
But I think like even like for me, I don't do comedy, but I enjoy comedy. I like the art of comedy. Like I can appreciate it. And I think from seeing like shows back in 2012, you know, in hotels and all these places where I used to go with my friends to watch comedy, I think it's changed so much. And even now as a spectator, like sometimes I go to shows and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like I think that a lot of like what you're saying, like social media, I mean, social media has screwed up a lot of things, but I think that social media now is throwing like credibility in kind of in like the comedy realm kind of out the door a little bit where I mean maybe for me I can't speak for everybody, but for me sometimes I feel like oh, it's really changed and it's very different. And even like people that are coming out to see comedy shows, their expectations of comedy shows are completely changing because they're following these influencers that are doing videos on their social media and then they go to the show to see them, and then if they go to another comedy show and it's not like the one from the influencer, they're like, what the fuck is this? Like,
what is it?
You know what I mean? And it's changing.
There's somebody up on the stage doing really good material, real jokes.
And the only reason that I'm saying is because I've heard it like from someone that I know that had just started getting into like comedy, and they go and see all the, you know, they're like, oh, you know, last week I went and I seen so and so, and it's someone that
like a person.
Yeah, it came from like social media, and they're like, oh,
they saw a
I
social
love,
media person.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, I love going to comedy shows, and I'm like, oh, who else have you seen? And everybody they told me were like social
influencers.
Yeah, like influencers, and I was like, have you been to like a real comedy show? And
you asked if you had been to a real
like
comedy?
a real, like, you know, like, and she was like, yeah, but it was really boring. She was like, they didn't really talk to us and they didn't do anything interactive. And I was like,
this is the new, the interactive that they like. Yeah. This whole crowd work stuff has really popped off. So this is someone who likes that. Yeah, this is a whole genre.
Yeah.
Right? This crowd work stuff, and audiences love that. So they want to go, see like Rene Vaca, somebody like that. This is what he does. Right? Matt Rife does this too.
Right.
And people love to be, they love that. They love to be part of it. Oh, yeah, I want to be talked to. I want to be, the days of like, you're the pro, you take over, you entertain me. Now it's like, you're kind of a pro, but all of us are pretty good too.
yes.
We think together we can make your show way better. Way better. So if you, especially when we're all liquored up, we're just we're like, you want us.
Hey, I got one for you. I got one. Me.
Yeah,
I got one for you.
Pick on me.
Yeah.
Ask me something. Yeah. So this friend you're describing is one of those people. Yeah, I've heard of these people.
Like I've heard of them.
Well,
and that's
comedy,
not everybody.
Right. They don't want to be. It's like it's a passive versus an active experience, right? So you got maybe I don't know what this comes from, but like, young generations, what do they love so much about video games? It's like a movie, right? But it's not passive. You're participating in it. You're controlling the characters, and it's so realistic. They love this participation thing. Even they can't even like they'll even watch like sporting events and they'll be chatting about it. Let's just say as another example, chatting. So that's an option that makes it active. So they can be like, you know, like tonight the Knicks game is on. They can be chatting in the thing, like chatting about the Knicks or the Knicks are going to win in 4 or whatever the hell. This sort of like, it's entertainment, but there's an active component of it. Old school stand-up comedy is shut up. This is a passive experience. You do not say a thing. We got a bouncer that's going to eliminate you. You know, if you try to make it about you or you try to help or whatever.
Right.
And now, but like this, so now this active thing, which has been a new phenomenon in the comedy world, which is all these these crowd work comics, even bringing crowd people on stage.
Oh, yeah.
On stage.
You know, this whole thing, that's a way for them to get active. And that's the kind of interactive entertainment that they're kind of been raised on in a way. On some level. This is just it's just kind of like me trying to piece this together. You know, I'm an older guy in my 40s. I'm just trying to like come up with a theory of what's going on. A lot of us are like confused in the comedy world of like, why is this happening? So we've talked about it a lot. This is what I think is going on. I'm not sure.
Right. I think, and I was just thinking about this too, that I guess comedy changes, right? Like just the way it's performed, like throughout the years, right? Every decade, it evolves. But I feel like the audience never really evolves. I think within the past couple of years, the audience evolved. Like just the way that they're consuming it, rather than just like what you said,
I agree.
Just sitting down and
they're not about that. They're not about that. They think that they're like this can be participatory too. Yeah. I think that's what's going on.
People used to be scared to sit in the front row because they didn't want to be called on.
Remember,
and now
they would like, don't put me up there.
Yeah.
Now it's like, put me up there. I'm gonna put my feet on the stage. Yeah, I'm gonna
put my.
I've seen that. You're not wrong.
Where I come from, you don't put your feet on the stage. That is like sacred ground. That's the comedian's. That's the comedian's place. Even I studied theater. Even as an actor, like that stage is magic. If a crowd person puts their feet on that stage, like that is one of the most disrespectful things you can do. It disrespects the whole aura of the separation of art and consumers of art. And now these fools just put their beer on the stage, their legs on the stage. They get up and they just take out their phone and show the comedian. The whole thing is just it's gone nuts. They're way too comfortable. These crowds are way too comfortable, and they think this is like, I don't know what they think it is. They think it's like a backyard barbecue that they could just be like, hey, I got something to say about this. Hold my beer, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not adjusting well to it, as you can see. I'm not adjusting well to it. I'm like, I like telling jokes. I got into this business because I get such a boner of writing a joke and trying it out and writing a joke and using my mind and my words to craft something that gets a certain response from the crowd. And that's why I liked it so much when I was doing it. I'm like, this is like, I'm casting spells. Pah,
right.
Pah. I'm casting these spells with my words. These words are they're having this effect on people. I'm controlling them like a puppet master. You know what I'm saying? Like Metallica, old school puppet master shit. You remember the album?
Yeah.
Remember the cover? Yeah. Puppet master. I'm controlling these people with just my delicate little words and ideas, right? And I thought that was so dope. And now, like, the people don't even want that. They're like, yeah, we don't want you to be so much a puppet master. We want to be on equal level with you, the crowd. We want to be, hey, we're magical people too. We're sorcerers. Mm-hmm. We can spin some words. We've practiced jokes for years and years. We've told jokes with our friends in the locker room. We're worthy of that. Why shouldn't we be part of the show? I get some laughs in my text thread every day. Why shouldn't I be part of the show now? How about that?
I get laughing emojis. I get big LOLs.
I get super LOLs.
Yeah.
Mega LOLs. Why shouldn't I be part of your show? Famous person?
Yeah, I don't get it. And as a spectator, like it ruins a show for me because I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
But I think
you're an old, you got an old soul with that stuff though. You're an old school person. That's what I'm like at a comedy show. I would never be like, let's just get another analogy involved. Would you be so thrilled if you went to see Tool and then they let somebody from row 4 drum for a little while?
Hell no.
They're like, Danny Carey, you're probably the greatest drummer living right now, but like, let's get Joe McGonigal, who works at the docks on the during the week. He wants to go play a track. Maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but do you like, who's paying for that? What crowd wants that?
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
I think there's two Like it's a branch, right? It's a branch of I guess a type of audience person and a type of another type of comedy that's like I guess branching out, and you kind of figure out what you like and what you don't like, and you find stand-up comics, you find producers that okay, I'm gonna go support them because they do this specific type of art that I like. I guess you can say it's a genre of comedy, right? If you
like
will.
a subcategory,
right? Like a horror movie, right? Say you're not really into horror. Like I'm gonna go see a rom-com. I'm gonna go see a sci-fi.
So comedy. Yeah, I think you nailed it. Another aspect of it, it's evolved into like these other subgenres,
right?
Now, where you got the crowd work stuff, and then you even got like niche theme shows now. So like a horror comedy night.
Mm-hmm.
I remember those. I went to go see one of those.
The classics are that you still see, and these have been going on for a while now. You'll have like specific ethnicity nights.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like we're doing Middle Eastern night. This is the Asian invasion show, whatever, and you get that. Chocolate Sundays at Laugh Factory has all been, predominantly all black show for a long time. These ethnic theme shows, but now they've gotten a little even more specific than the ethnicities. Now they're going deep into like they're going very niche, and then it's kind of smart though, right? Because then you know where to go to sell tickets. Because if I just do a general comedy show, I don't know who's coming. But if I'm doing a comedy show that's about superheroes, it's like a superhero theme. Like I know where to market that. I know where to get my nerds to come. I know how to do that, and that's pretty smart. So I think you're right. Yeah, it's evolved into these subgenres, and I just got to deal with that. And I got to find my subgenre. I don't know.
What would be your subgenre, Jonesy?
Oh man. Anger. I don't know.
Angry man.
I know Bill Burr already did that. So like, I don't know. It's like,
that's true. I was gonna say angry man from Boston.
Angry man from Boston.
from Massachusetts.
It's me and it's Bill Burr and Nick DiPaolo and me. I guess you know what they do? They go to their interests, right? They find like, what is my hobby? And then maybe I can pull a show around that. A friend of mine did a sports comedy show, and I went and watched it, and I thought it was great.
How do you do that? What was the concept?
All the comics had to do only sports jokes. They had to write stand-up material about sports only.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. And then at the end of the show, he pretended like it was a coach talking after a game, and he was like, "I want to get we came out strong. We came out strong with Benny. Benny came out strong. He's been our guy this season. So it's been really really nice." And then he took questions like, "So we're gonna go to the press. You guys got any questions about the game?" and like so, it had that aspect to it, which I thought was cute. But no one really bought tickets. And so he never did another one. And he told me I could do the second one. And I got very excited. And I wrote a bunch of sports jokes. And then I never got to do them. But I have an inbox full of some sports jokes that I did. But it's a little niche. If you do sports jokes at comedy, you can kind of get away with a little bit. But if you do a bunch, like, it's kind of a lot of, not everybody likes sports. It's like, it's very specific. Not a lot of women are into like, I'm doing like a hockey joke. Like, what am I doing here? You know what I mean? Like, I'm already saying like, all right, half the crowd, I've cut it in half now, and then out of those, I probably cut it in half again because out of all the sports fans, who likes hockey? Like, It's just like, so you're just kind of limiting yourself. So I thought that was a cool theme show, but I haven't seen any of that. I guess I would probably revitalize a sports theme show if I was going to do it again.
I have a coworker that's he went to nursing school, and his wife is in nursing. I'm not too sure what her position is in like the industry. His twin brother is a nurse. He ended up in a different industry, but he went to a comedy show, I want to say like a few months ago. And
Nurse John?
It was a nurse that did
Nurse
like,
John.
Nurse?
Yeah.
It was like a nurse comedy show.
I know this guy.
Yeah?
This guy sells theaters.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Nurses.
Right.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Nurses. He's kind of a mid comic. Like he's like, okay, for comic, like for nurses, they love him, but he's kind of
Right.
So he's smart.
But he puts it together.
He books some funny friends of mine to feature for him to go on before him. So they get a real comic, a real classic stand-up comedian, no crowd work, does good jokes, smart jokes, funny jokes. And then he goes on after it and does his hour of nurse stuff and whatever. And so together it becomes this great whole experience. So even if the nurses had brought their husbands or wives who aren't nurses, who might not enjoy.
So it's not an all nurse lineup.
Correct.
Then.
It's not an all nurse lineup. He has someone before him doing a normal stand-up act for 20, 25 minutes or whatever. So that there's something, everybody can get something out of it. Because if you're dragged there and you're not a nurse, you're like, you might not get 2/3 of what he's talking about.
Right.
Because the bits are so nurse-centric. So smart guy, Nurse John, doing very well, by the way. I'm completely jealous. Like this guy's made more money in comedy in probably 3 years than I have in 20 years. I don't have this. I didn't fall into this niche, right? This is good for him. It's really smart. But I never got that. I just thought I would be a universe. I try to make all kinds of people laugh in all kinds of environments, all kinds of ethnicities, ages, walks of life. I've performed comedy in like different countries. I've performed in Malaysia and Japan and Taiwan and
how was Japan
and Thailand. I try to make those people, people over there laugh as well. I've done youth hostels, international hostels where you get people from everywhere. Yeah, I've done a lot of that. Yeah, what was your question?
Japan. How was Japan?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Wait, you did English?
Yeah, I did English.
And it was the crowd knew English?
The crowd knew English.
Oh,
it was it's at like a British pub.
Oh, okay.
And so it's all it's people that speak English from all over the world that happen to be living there or traveling through. And so this is one of their hangout joints if they want to hang out with English speaking people.
Oh, cool.
So you're getting like Kiwis, Australians, Irish, even Swedes, all kinds of people, Germans even as well. They happen to be there and they want some English speaking comedy. And the place in Osaka does it like 4 nights a week or something.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're doing it like a lot. There's one in Japan. It's called the Comedy Bar. They only do like English comedy like a couple nights on the weekends, from my understanding. But the one in Osaka is like banging. They're doing a bunch of nights a week. Yeah.
Is Osaka the place that has the taco, the taco and burrito place?
I think so.
We got to go there. Next time we go to Japan, we're going there, and I'm gonna try to do that show.
I was gonna say it's kind of like when we went to what is it called? Heavy Sick, the club.
Yeah, Club
there
Heavy Sick.
There was the guy that we met, and he was from.
Because they had the Moon Eyes was doing a car show there.
But some of them, that was their hangout spot. Like that guy was there on vacation, but he was from London.
But he was hanging out there.
And then the girl with the pixie cut, the one that got pushed, remember? She was from Ireland, and then there was the other guy too, and he was also from somewhere in Europe. And that was like they lived in Japan, and then that was their hangout spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So something like that, right, is what I'm kind of getting at, that they live there and they go and do that. Yeah. That's cool. Do you think, not do you think, I guess what I'm asking is like, because right now that we're talking about all these sub-genres, right, that we kind of coined, it wasn't always like that, right? It wasn't always like...
I don't think so.
Do you think this is happening because there's like a saturation of comedy shows and
saturation of comedians and I guess so. We've had like this creator explosion, right? And so when you get an explosion of creators, you're naturally going to have more musicians and comedians and actors and cameramen. Sound people. You're just going to get like more of everything. So I think that's what's happening now. So you get more comedians, right?
And you have to get creative on like, okay, a normal comedy show isn't doing it right now for me. Yeah. What can I do to bring other people out.
But it's a way to make money, right? So like, if you're an online comedian, right, but you don't do stand up, you talk funny to the camera. And I know some people, they get a big following this way, right? Maybe they make some money off of monetization or just from YouTube or something. But like another money stream could be, they're like, oh, you could sell tickets to an event, right? That's another money stream. Well, what am I going to do? Well, I'm a comedian, so I guess I'll just book a comedy night at a club. And now I guess I'll just figure this out. And so now you get people just jumping into that world from an influencer space or whatever, talking heads,
right?
TikToker. And it's like, this could be another income stream. I know I can sell tickets. I'm gonna go into that world now for the income.
Who did I see at in Austin? Jelly Roll. I think I seen Jelly Roll.
He
like
hangs
at
out
the,
with the comedians. A
yeah,
lot. Yeah.
I seen Jelly Roll. I think at the Sunset Strip in Austin. I was like, oh, he's doing comedy now?
Oh, was he
That's
doing
cool.
comedy?
It was just a picture of him with the microphone on stage.
Right.
I'm not too sure
I mean,
if it was, just that or he was trying it out.
You get the people. I was coming right out of COVID. T.I. was trying it, and he was trying it at the place that I was hanging out at quite a bit. So I got to see his first few times. And
okay.
Yeah, and at that venue, it was just a bar in Hollywood. But yeah, that's where he was cutting his teeth a little bit with it.
But it was in.
And then I also did see him get on at the Laugh Factory around that time as well in Hollywood. But yeah, I saw him trying it out and trying to do it. And so then you get people who are curious, who all their friends have told him they're funny. And
right.
He happened to be really close with Dave Chappelle. I mean, he is close with Dave Chappelle and Donnell Rawlings. And I believe one of them suggested it. I think he got motivated to give it a try. And so he was doing it for a little while. This was probably in 2022 or 2021, something like that. I can't remember exactly, but yeah. And so people like that, they get curious.
I think also too, like you said, there was this big boom of creators, right, in the past, let's say decade, right? And because everything is so accessible now, and terms can be used loosely, I guess, online, right?
Yeah,
like. I mean, me and Amber have had this conversation too about like headliner, right? That there's certain people that I'm just saying that the term headliner has been loosely used within comedy and very, very loosely. And it's just we're nobody to tell people, oh, like you're not this, you're not that. But I wonder how they did it back in like the 70s and 80s and 90s on determining who's right, how that happens or who does that.
There were gatekeepers back then. Those gatekeepers are gone now. There were gatekeepers at the clubs. There were gatekeepers in media. You had at one point it was Johnny Carson or bust.
That's true.
You had to be,
you
get on Carson, and not only that, he had to invite you. There was levels of approval when you were on Carson. Sometimes you just give you the thumbs up, but if he really loved you, invited you to the couch, boom, every door open for you in the world of stand-up comedy if he invited you over to the couch. That was these are the levels. This guy was a gatekeeper. At the clubs, in the very beginning of the clubs, the host was the gatekeeper. The hosts had all the power at comedy clubs a long time ago. The host ran everything. The host decided who went on and who went on and when. And so that was a gatekeeper. If you went to the original Improv, and you or the Comedy Store way back when it was new, there was the hosts were running the show, and those were the gatekeepers. And if they gave you a shot and then you weren't funny, good luck coming back next night and getting on. guys like Richard Belzer was like, who a lot of people know from being like an actor in crime shows, but he was a big time host, a stand-up comedy host for the beginning of his career, and he was a powerful host. He was people like that, and those were your gatekeepers. This has all gone away, right? You're a headliner if you rent out the space,
yeah,
and you put yourself on the flyer with a bigger face than everybody, and that you're at the front and center, like you're the headliner, right? This is what's going on.
So I guess it's just the floodgates have opened to all this.
You could link it back to fake it till you make it, right? So this is another aspect of it, right? So if you say if you got some marketing and PR flackery, now it's like you look like you're,
Yeah, but where's the morality?
The merit.
Where's the morality? That's so cute.
Where's the morality? How do you sleep at night?
Oh my God!
Knowing
how do
that
they sleep at night?
Knowing that you're doing this.
I ask myself this all the time. You're asking somebody who lies on a flyer how they sleep at night. I'm wondering, how does Kevin Hart sleep at night for saying yes to every stupid product that they ask him to be a shill for?
That's true.
That's where I go, how do you sleep at night?
Right.
And what do you know he'd probably say? He'd be like, very comfortably in my $25,000 bed.
Yeah.
But people lie. People see big players in Hollywood being complete sellouts and being dishonest or given a foot rub, whatever they have to do to make it. They have no problem lying on a flyer. That's nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you kidding me?
It's just
These
piece of paper.
motherfuckers are lying on billboards that cost $50K a month.
That's true.
This guy, you're like, I'll take whatever. This is what I'm a cynical guy. Obviously, you could tell I'm a little bitter, but I'm also a realist.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying I haven't been doing comedy very long. It's been about 4 years. I've known people that have started around the same time I did, and they're headlining and co-headlining. I'm just like, bro,
that's crazy.
Bro, come on.
When I started, you would be no headliner after 4 years. You'd be like, I'm going to be a feature in 4 years.
Right.
You'd be like, do you shoot for feature?
I mean, what do we do? Like, what do I do? I don't. Yeah. It's very confusing.
These days are over though. So you could be doing stand up for 4 years, but you have such a following that you can sell tickets on the road. Mm-hmm. What are you gonna say? You're the feature over there? No, you're that headliner for that weekend. Your face is on the event, and so by default, because of your ticket power, sales power, skills wise, are you a headliner? Absolutely, you are not a headliner, and you can tell yourself that all day, but you're not. Right. You're not, and you're not gonna be able to follow. A lot of comics who have been doing this for a long time. You're not gonna be able to follow me, for instance. You're not gonna be able to follow me. You're not gonna be able to follow Shang. You're not gonna be able to follow Dwayne Perkins. You're not gonna be able to follow. Right. You know what I'm saying? But they sell the tickets, and their faces the product, and so by default, it's headliner. I would hope that they have the self-awareness to know what the position that they're in, that it's like I know I sell out, but I'm not like, if they're watching real comics, they know where they stand. Right. If they watch Sheng Wang, if they watch Lachlan Patterson, they're gonna know, oh, I got it. Okay. If you watch Orny Adams, you be, oh, got it. Okay. I'm not that. I aspire to be that someday, but that guy. But
like you said, there's no right now. There's no rules.
It's a Wild West.
It's a Wild West out there.
No, it is, and that's what me and Amber say all the time. Like,
I'm gonna have you move a little to your right. There you go. Perfect. Yeah. Sorry.
That's what me and Amber say. We're just like, you see this? You see what's going on? It's the wild, wild west
and
out here.
We're no one, and I would say this on here. We're no one to say that.
No, absolutely not. No.
Horrible. Someone is better. No, absolutely not.
I'm just questioning. I'm just asking, what's going on? Because it's very. Not. I hate to say the word confusing, but sometimes it becomes that just a little bit.
I don't know what like think about how music is, right? Are the most talented musicians the ones that we're all hearing, constantly? No. So I think there's something like going on like that,
Yeah.
It's like if you're like the Taylor Swift phenomenon, right? Although she probably, I can't really speak to her. I don't really listen to her stuff, but maybe she's got some great talent. I have no idea. But let's just say, let me just pick a general, very, very pretty girl that can dance well, that looks good in booty shorts, who has kind of an okay voice, can't play an instrument, can't write a song. People write songs for them.
Yeah.
And then they are a mainstream hit. We can all name many that have done this. Britney Spears, whatever the hell you want to insert there. And are those people the best musicians in their genre? Of course they're not. I sometimes wonder, like, is comedy turned into that? Is it turned into music? Is it like it's a look? It's a look. It's a and you have an angle, you have something.
Fucked.
You have a. Me too, brother.
If it's a look, then count me out.
What is it? So it's like, you dumb down. It's a dumbed down act. It's an act that appeals to the lowest common denominator, right? Like, my material isn't for the lowest common denominator. I'm not going to give you. You're not. I'm not for everybody. I'm not giving. You're not getting dating jokes even. I hardly even go there with it. I got some, and I whip them out once in a while when I'm in trouble because I'm sitting in front of a bunch of morons, and then I'm like, all right, you're getting my dating jokes, guys. Here we go. Oh, I got a karaoke joke you might like to chew on for a little while.
Right.
I have some of that, but I don't like. What that stuff is? That's the stuff I wrote at the very beginning of my comedy career. It was the dumbest, simplest stuff I had. I've evolved as an artist from there. I don't even like that stuff anymore. When I do it, I do a joke about dating. I feel gross. I feel like I'm playing Freebird,
right?
A covered song or something.
Yeah.
Some comic, this is their bread and butter, and they do this. This is what they do. To me, it's uncreative, it's unoriginal, and they get somewhere with it because by hitting the common denominator over and over again, you got a country of 340 million people. 240 million of them are fucking dumbasses, and they eat that shit up like popcorn. And that's what we're dealing with, and that's why they like Taylor Swift. This is what's going on. I think. I don't know. Again, I'm a bitter comic that's been doing this 20 plus
like,
years.
Jonesy is for president. That was your presidential decision.
Yeah. 2028. When is the next thing?
No, I agree with you, though.
The girl I'm dating, we took a little road trip up to the Bay where I did some shows and stuff. And then one particular show didn't go well. And we both know why. She said she spelled it out to me on the drive back. We had a bit of an argument about it. She goes, "You know why that show went south? It's because you wouldn't stop doing what you're doing. You were doing smart material. That crowd wasn't getting it, and you just kept pushing through. You couldn't change. You were gonna stick to your guns." Because that's who you are. But, if you could just change, if you could just take it down, she goes, you could have more followers on Instagram. You could build that audience that you always talk about that you wish you had. And she's right. Of course, I could do that. But will I sleep at night? You asked that question earlier.
Yeah, right.
Will I sleep at night if I start doing this bullshit? Will I sleep at night if I start doing crowd work just because that's what's going viral on the gram? Here's the problem. You get yourself trapped when you start doing something that people start eating it up like a flavor.
Yeah.
They go, hey, this is a flavor. I want more of this flavor. And then they come see me live. And then I'm tired of doing that shit. And I don't do that flavor that they came there for. Now I got an angry customer. Yeah. Right? Now I got an angry customer. You came to In-N-Out and I gave you out and in.
Yeah,
that's true.
And now you want your money back, or you're gonna write a bad Yelp review about me. This guy's bullshit. I follow his gram, but then I go see him live, and it ain't that, Yeah. So do I want to play that game too? That rat race? Do I want to open that door and go down there just because I want more Instagram followers? So we had this big this argument about it, and it's a give or take thing. It is a choice I'm making, of course. But I want to, it's someone said, make the art that you want to see in the world. They were speaking about like a painter kind of situation, like make the art I want to see in the world, or like it's more appropriate for like visual art, like make the movie you want to see. But I think when I think about stand-up comedy, I make the art that I make the stuff that I think is funny, that I want to see.
Absolutely,
funny, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
And so to do
that's what it's about, right? It's about finding.
I think so. You ask yourself, what did you get in the game for? Wouldn't I love to be able to, sell out every weekend somewhere though too? Yeah, sure, that would be great. So I'm stuck. But I just hope that I keep grinding out the things that I do. Smarter bits, more original stuff, creative takes. You watch my bits and you're like, wow, that guy has a stance. That's. And maybe the people. I just hope someday the people, follow me and come out. And if you want that, if you want that stuff, you'll love it, and I'll give that to you again and again. But I don't want to pander to the 65%, like middle America or some shit.
Yeah,
like Nate Bargatze's got fucking 7 houses, but like look who goes to see his show. Respect to Nate, but like if my crowd looked like that.
You're like, I'll keep my Medi-Cal.
Come and take a photo with me. My wife likes what you do too. Look at man. I'm just saying.
But that's what you being and that I think it's authenticity and you're being you, because I'm only a spectator, right? But I do enjoy comedy, and I'm tired of going to comedy shows and it's the same thing over and over, and everybody's jokes are around the same thing, and I'm just like, come on. Like, I can tell that you didn't write. I can tell that you just drove here and you were thinking about it and you were like, you know what, it might be funny. Like, to me,
it might be.
And again, I am not a comedian, anything, but I appreciate comedy enough to know that some of it is just slop, and it's like, it gets tiring. It gets like, sometimes he'll be like, you want to come with me? And then I have to kind of ask like, where is it at? Or, and then I'm like, nah, never. Yeah. Because I already know what I'm getting myself into.
You got to be like, is it at a bar?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the first question. Is it at a bar? Right? Or maybe you say, is it an open mic? Is it at a bar?
Oh, I don't even.
Are the performers getting paid? Is there admission? Are they charging admission? Because free shows, I mean, you got to ask
questions.
Those are questions, the kind of show you're going to get. Yeah, you're right.
No shade to anyone. Like but this is my personal preference. Is I like to see real comedians. Like, and it doesn't have to be. You don't have to be this, selling out venues. No,
right. I think just Amber, she appreciates a well-written joke.
Yeah.
And comics that perform well-written material.
People don't appreciate it enough, I don't think.
Yeah.
They don't understand how many times I have to put that up, this bit, to rewrite it, how many times I've had to do it. We're talking like, I work on a bit for, 100 sets.
No, yeah.
50 sets minimum to get a bit into a place. Right. I'm better now. I can get it into a place a little quicker, but we're still talking 50, 100 sets before I get that bit into a place. And it's like a crafting it here and there. It's like take a piece off, put a piece on. Boom, like imagine a sculpture. For people that are listening at home, is a sculpture, and then you kind of mold it into like something. It looks like and it doesn't have much shape. But then as you each show, you punch it into shape. You pull off a part, you stuck another one on, put this over here, and then eventually you get it where you put it out there, and you're like, oh, it's now it's in a good shape. That takes so many times. That takes so much work. And then I would hope that people appreciate it, but like, I don't think the audience is now, it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss. These crowds are hit or miss. They either like they like love a crafted joke, or they're just like, where's the crowd work guy? Is someone gonna hump a stool? What is going on?
I need somebody to scream and yell at me and pull me on stage.
If I have to hear about someone's balls again.
No dick jokes? This guy doesn't have dick jokes?
And I can appreciate a dick joke, right? But
a well-crafted dick joke.
I appreciate a well-crafted dick joke as well. They're very rare. But like, if you got one, like make it good. Make it be original. That's the thing I strive for. People don't understand why you don't want to be original. Like you get on stage and you talk about dating, and then you go watch other comedy shows and everybody's talking about dating, and at no point are you going to stop talking about a fucking dating app that nothing registers in your brain. Like maybe this is overplayed or overdone. Like I don't think these comics give a fuck, man. And that's what, and I don't think that's like that just bothers me so much, man. It does. I shouldn't let it bother me. I shouldn't. But I care so much about the craft. I care about it so much, and I want to see the best. I want it to be the best it can be, but it's just so fucking watered down lately. I feel like it's just so. I wrote a post on social media a couple of days ago. I said that the stand-up comedy that's the most popular right now is so mid that it makes regular citizens think they should try it. And a bunch of my comics were like, "Amen, dude." Like. This is what I've been thinking about it lately. It makes me sad because I love the reasons I got into it. I love it, and that's what still motivates me is those reasons to write a good joke from A to B to C, to have a beginning, middle, and end, and have it be thoughtful, and make the whole thing funny. You work on a bit and you're like, all right, the middle's funny, the end's funny. How do I make the setup funny? Like I give a shit, man. I give a shit about these things.
Of course.
I spend so much time doing crappy shows and sitting at coffee shops and writing and rewriting and listening to sets over and over again, listening again. I do a show and I'm already listening to the set on the drive home. Like, what did I do? Oh, what? Okay, it worked. Okay, I gotta fuck that. That needs to change.
Yeah.
Next day, wake up. At first, I'm listening again in my bedroom. Oh, wow, that's how crazy I am about bits, and how much I want to try and make my bits, presentable.
But I don't think the average person or the average audience person understands the amount of work that goes into a 30-second, 60-second, 2-minute, stand-up joke. I don't think so. And I think that's I don't know, it's kind of the issue here, but kind of not. I mean, I don't know.
It could also be your attention span.
Sure. Right, but if you have a person on stage with a light and you're in complete darkness, you should be able to. But it's kind of what
Jonesy was saying. Like now, our attention span is like, what can I see instantly that's going to grab my attention? And if somebody needs to put some brain into understanding the joke,
okay, I see.
They're not going to want to watch that. They want to watch the person. Hey, where are you from? How long have you been together? Like that, because now they're like, okay, I'm awake in case I need to be called on. I need to, and again, there's no shade on that. Like it's fun. It's really fun. But I think that kind of what you're saying, like with your jokes, that sometimes people have to think about them. Like he'll tell me a joke sometimes, and then I'm like, okay, I understood it. But is somebody gonna, is everybody gonna understand it? And then there has to be I think there has to be a middle ground to.
You're hitting on something that affects me. What I'm trying to do, because my jokes are very long. Mm-hmm. I don't write short jokes. I take a subject and I beat the shit out of it, and I fuck it every way till Tuesday and try and squeeze every laugh I can get out of it, whatever it might be. So my jokes are 7-8 minute long, one bit, 5, most of them at least. So the attention span it requires is, I'm asking a lot. I understand. I'm not for everybody. I'm asking a lot of people. I'm asking a lot from people to really buckle up and commit. And it's and the younger generations are a tough sell with that, because they're, they grow up on TikTok and they're just like a laugh a minute, second, a laugh every 5 seconds. Right. And then they really love this shocking humor, which I don't do. I do this thoughtful stuff. And I think
that's a whole other subject.
It's a whole other subject. But I think it's created a situation where it's what makes, I think, roast battles popular. Because roast battles are these quick hits,
but
and
even then,
shocking, and they
Jonesy,
love that.
Even then, those sometimes you'll watch some of those, or you'll go see some of those, and they're not jokes; they're just 100% complete insults to the other person.
Oh no
joke, no premise, no cleverness, nothing. Just a complete insult. Not funny, just oh my God! Why would you say that to somebody else?
To me, it looks like that, and it's it's mean spirited, and I don't do them.
Right,
I don't do them, but I can see the appeal. If you're not one to like follow along with some joke that has setups and punchlines, and you just want a quick. I grew up on TikTok. What's funny to me is the guy that punches the dwarf in the face. You know what I mean? These are the kind of videos that they. Like a roast battle is perfect.
Right.
It's just like, gaga.
I mean,
shocking. Bam.
But I can enjoy a punch to the dwarf in the face, but there has to be a joke to it.
Yeah.
Right.
But you're a sophisticated fellow.
I mean, I'm talking about morality. I'm asking for morality.
Yeah. You're like you're a smart guy. Like I don't, I can see why roast battles appeal to like a younger generation that wants a quick, shocking hit, because that's what a lot of social media gives you these days is a quick, shocking hit, right? These prank videos are pretty shocking, quick hits. They are humiliating somebody, hurting somebody a lot of times too. This is what some people want. It's another niche. My concern has always been is that entire generations like. Skew to that level where they want they don't have the attention span. They would rather have some shocking stuff that's shorter. I don't do either of those things. I'm not shocking at all, and and I don't got short. I really don't do short bits. Although I have some that I've had to create for certain moments, but it's just something I don't do. And I see a lot of like, I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, I know that's what they probably like that.
Who did you grow up watching? Stand up.
You mean as a kid?
Yeah, as a kid.
Oh, as a kid, I watched Eddie Murphy and Bill Cosby, and then Chris Rock. Those were and then I discovered George Carlin eventually.
Oh, okay.
I just fell into a George Carlin hole for a while, but I remember being, but as a child, my stepdad, somebody had a VHS tape of Bill Cosby himself, and so I watched. That's not really stand-up though. It's like more. He's like it's like storytelling. He's like sit down and tell stories in such a funny way. The way he crafted it was brilliant because it's so hard to tell a story and get laughs all throughout the story. Like, it's easy to tell. Your normal person on the street can tell you a story that gets a big laugh at the end, something. But
right.
To be able to, I think the mark of a pro is, can I find a way to get laughs throughout the whole story? Me giving the details that you need to understand and the facts that you need to understand to get the big laugh at the end. Can I make all those funny too as we go along? Each character I introduce into the story, can I find a way to make that funny and get a laugh as I go along to the big laugh at the end? So I mean, I was blown away by that power that he had to tell stories. And then, of course, that's a super difficult way to do it. I can't really do what he does even today. Really, I think that's, but then seeing Eddie Murphy was like straight, more stand-up style. And Chris Rock, of course, was, and then I was on my way, but I didn't think I would be a comedian. I didn't think.
No,
I wanted to be a musician.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was.
What did you play?
I sang and played guitar.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What kind of genre of music?
It was strictly cover bands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like what kind of cover bands?
So I did.
So you had a band?
I was in a few bands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The majority of them were general cover bands. Maybe you could slap a decade on them. Like I was in an 80s cover band. I did a 90s cover band. a classic rock cover band. I did a funk cover band. And then I did a tribute. I was in a tribute band for the Chili Peppers. So I was in a Chili Peppers tribute band.
Amber likes Chili
you
Peppers.
The Chili Peppers. Yeah, I was in a Chili Peppers cover band called Pepper Spray. And that was in New York City.
That's cool.
I was in that band for like 3 or 4 years, and we did a lot of bar shows, and it was a lot of fun. Well, but yeah, I sang in that band.
So musician, stand-up comedian, and now podcasting?
Yeah, I've been podcasting now, but I've been podcasting a long time. Yeah, I've been podcasting since like 2017.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I got over 2,300 episodes of my podcast.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Whoa.
Yeah.
We're barely going to hit 300.
You get 300 is a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's about over 5 years.
A lot of my comedian friends, man, they can't get to 100, bro. They give up after 25, and when they don't see the numbers and they don't see the money. I don't know what they thought was going to happen.
Yeah, well, honestly, that's what you think, right? When you first start something, you're just like, I'm going to be a big hit. I'm going to get discovered.
Yeah.
Spotify's going to give me that deal in a year. I'll keep going.
Yeah, that's right. That's what's driving that whole industry. Everybody thinks that because it looks so easy, right? And the cost for the barrier to entry is low. You know, you can get some equipment.
Well, yeah, everything's accessible. I haven't looked at the percentages now, but back in like 2020, they were like really high of like people starting them. But to go like what you said, like they don't pass that year mark or that at least 50. I think the ratio was like a year or 50 episodes. They didn't get past that, and then they completely stopped.
You have 300. That's a lot of episodes. That's a good chunk of episodes.
Well, we're at the 290s around now.
I've guessed
we'll hit 300.
I've been a guest on probably maybe 80 podcasts.
Okay.
Wow.
And I don't think any of them have. Maybe you could count on my hand how many have 300 episodes or more. It's like pretty rare. I think it's pretty rare. Yeah.
I don't even think I told you this, Amber. I'm probably sure you don't remember, but early on, I think it was like the first year of me starting the podcast, I reached out to you like a very long time. I think it was like within the first year of the podcast. And I think we're deciding on dates for you to. This was back when I was barely doing it on, Zoom or Riverside FM, over remotely.
Yeah. During COVID?
It was during COVID.
Yeah.
And I found you online, and I followed you I've been following you for a lot of years. And I was just like, it blew my mind because I'm just like, it's been a long time, and you're here doing the podcast.
Yeah, you don't have to have a blown mind because of that, though.
No, it just.
I'm just me. It's like
I understand that, but
I'm kind of a nobody. In a way.
No, you're not. It's just
it's a
weird
in the making.
It's a weird experience. It's just a weird experience.
You're saying it's a little psychedelic.
Yeah. No, it is.
It's coming around. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying it's a whole thing.
Well, one of the I've done this before. I don't know if I did it to you. When someone who has a new podcast would ask me to be on it, I would say,
"Ask me in 5 years."
I would say,
when you're close to 300 episodes,
talk to me at 300. I'm at 300 baseline podcast. All right. Unbelievable. What I would do, because so many people would start a podcast and quit. Mm-hmm. And so I wanted to find a way to avoid those. I wanted to only be on podcasts with people, because I had done some podcasts with people who I could tell weren't serious, and the episodes were lame, and everything about it was improper from a professional standpoint. So then I was like, how do I narrow this down to just doing, people that are going to have a mainstay. They're going to the podcast is going to be around. So I started saying, hey, how about I do your second season?
Oh, okay.
Something like that. If they were doing seasons, or I'll be like, hey, hit me up in a few months. I'd make up a story. Like, I'm really tied up for the next 4 months. So, like, talk to me in June.
Don't give away your stories.
I'm giving it away.
You're giving away your.
Yeah, I don't.
There's gonna be someone at their house like, oh, that's what.
Like, oh man, listening to this.
Yeah, open up your podcast app, bro. When's the last time you've hit the publish button? Yeah, it's been a while, right? That's why I'm not on your show.
But that's somebody.
I had to separate. I had to figure something out.
But that's okay because I think you're giving not only like, I don't want to use the word respect, but you are kind of respecting yourself. You're respecting your craft and you're respecting your time.
I was respecting my time. Yeah, that's what it was about.
Nothing wrong with that because why? Because we get to pick and choose what we want and where we want our energy to go. And I think there's nothing wrong with that.
And it's just got too easy to do these.
Yeah.
People do. Yeah. People start. There's way too many podcasts, right? People just doing them, and what are they? They have no direction. They have no format. They're just like, hey, me and my buddy Todd are gonna talk about our week, and just like, let's just hope something magical happens.
Yeah.
Be like, you're not even gonna have a guest? Nope. We're just gonna talk each week, and like, we think the people want to hear this shit, because opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, and then. We live in the world now where the younger generations, their parents allowed their ego to get a little big, so they think their opinions are worth slightly more than anybody else's because mommy and daddy didn't push it down the drain, which is where the opinion needed to go many times, and just let the fucking opinion fester like bacteria and grow on them like some moss, right? And have some black fungus, and now they got this... Now they think their opinions are something and that they need to hit the record button, and that's all it's going to take for the world to just embrace them, and then they're going to be making all that Spotify money, blah, blah, blah. So I had to separate those people somehow, and so that was what I came up with.
Nice.
And so I didn't mean to do it to you.
No. That's not what I was getting at.
I don't even know if I did it to you.
No.
It's like he brought you here 5 years later.
It was more like I would do. People would ask me like if I looked at their page, they had 2 episodes or 4 episodes, and I would be like, all right.
I don't know how much I was in then, but I mean, I'd rather have. And then that's another thing. There's times where I've had guests where I wish I would have had them later on. You know what I mean? Like
when you were a better interviewer.
I had a better presence on the podcast, or even just better equipment.
Yeah.
I had this one guy named Dave Weiss. He's a flat Earth guy.
And Weiss, the flat Earth guy.
Yeah, he was a flat earther, and I had him.
Where does he live?
I think East Coast.
Somewhere. Oh, East Coast.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So did you slap him in the face?
No,
it was through Zoom.
It was through Zoom, but that was like one of like.
Did you tell him that in order for the Zoom to work, there had to be a satellite?
I should have told him that.
You should have been like, your whole theory is debunked by the fact that we're now speaking.
we're doing it.
You fucking moron. You reminded me of something I spoke about this morning. This was a little off topic, but tell me what you think about it. One of my podcast listeners, because my podcast is weird, and my fans know I like weird stuff. So someone sent me a link to it was a video for showing a Sasquatch theme park that's somewhere in this country.
Yes,
right? Isn't that
cool?
Now, I don't believe in Sasquatch. I think it's ridiculous. But how fun is a Sasquatch theme park? And then I wrote back. I wrote to him like, "Oh man, you could do a theme park for all these crazy conspiracy theories. You could do a theme park for." You could do a theme park for flat earthers. And then he wrote a bunch of funny suggestions of what you could have at the flat Earth park. But I thought that was like really, really funny. There's something there, because people love to take the piss out of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People think that's a gag, right? Who doesn't want to go to whether you believe in Sasquatch or Bigfoot or not, you're going to go.
I'd go.
Yeah.
I would go too.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I would go.
Yeah.
I would fucking go. I'm not a big alien guy. I would go to Area 51. I think that's like that area. If I'm going through there, I would stop at the alien. It's called like the Alien Cafe, whatever it is. I take photos. I think all that's fun. It's fun. Flat Earth theme park. I would totally geek out about that.
I would even go to like a flat Earth themed like pancake
So a pancake house?
That's
kind of perfect, right?
right?
Yeah. It's kind of perfect.
Where everything's flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing's round inside
what you wanna,
the store.
What you want to avoid is the strip club.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
Yeah.
so you can't have a butt or.
Hey, it's all flat. Get it, guys? It's a flat. All the girls are flat.
Yeah.
That's my frat boy humor coming through. There's a little bit of that in there still. I gotta squeeze that out. But yeah. I don't. My stand-up comedy is not that. I'll just let you know. Yeah. So I thought flat Earth theme park. You could do all kinds of.
That'd be great.
Slender Man theme park. You can go buck wild, man. I mean, all these things are
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra theme park. Yeah. Fuck, man. They're doing. They do superhero. Look what Halloween comes. They do the themed mazes. You could do Sasquatch themed maze. Halloween maze.
Oh my god, that'd be terrifying.
Great, right? All the actors have to dress up like Sasquatch, and eventually be like, "Oh yeah, another Sasquatch.
Another one.
Can I get something other than Sasquatch? How about a bat?"
Sasquatch is just Bigfoot, right?
It's Bigfoot, yeah.
Or
so there's other terms for it: Sasquatch and Yeti. I believe.
I thought Yeti was.
I think Yeti is the snow one, the snowy
right?
version of it.
Yeah,
there's
the
a snowy
one.
version of it. Yeah, there's I don't believe in any of that stuff. I think is that's like an intelligence test. Like if you believe in Sasquatch, like you're failing the test, bro. Like what are we doing?
You think so? You don't think that there's no Bigfoot out there?
No, not at all.
No?
Of course not. No.
I don't know if I do, if I don't. I'm like 50-50.
If there was Bigfoot, one of them would have been hit by a car by now, and we'd have it. We don't have it. What do we have? No one even gets a clear photo of these goddamn things.
Yeah, and then they make it seem like they live in like rural America where there's still people. Like
there's nothing.
It's not like they're like, they're on another island that no one can go to. It's like they live amongst us.
Do you know, like in the past 5 years or so, there's been an explosion of these hunting cameras, like these cameras, because the price of cameras has come down, right? So you can get a camera for nothing. So now hunters have their property, and this happens in rural America. There's so many cameras now. There's more cameras in the woods than there's ever been, and still, you know what they pick up on these cameras? Every animal in the book. They're not getting Sasquatch. We would have gotten one by now. We would have gotten one.
We got to get all the rural hunters, those Ray-Bans, those meta glasses.
Yeah, why not?
Right?
Yeah. I still don't think they're going to catch anything, but like that would, that's something that needs to be added.
Look, if your IQ is very low and you're a hunter and you live in the Northeast, where is it? The Pacific's, what?
PNW?
Whatever.
Pacific Northwest?
Yeah, that. Okay, maybe give me the glasses.
Maybe you need the glasses.
I need the glasses. I think all the low IQ people get glasses.
This is why you believe in Sasquatch. This is why
half. 50,
you only half
50,
believe.
Half believe.
You only half.
I like the idea.
It's a fun idea. Sure,
I love the idea.
Sure, and the theme park would be so fun, right? It would be so fun. It would be so fun. I mean, we love Chewbacca, right? It's like we love, but I mean, we have to be.
Oh, don't even get me started on Star Wars.
But we have to be adults, man. We have to be adults. You have to be. This is an intelligence test, like I said earlier. This is an intelligence test. The people that are believing in Sasquatch are the people that are voting in ways that make you uncomfortable.
I agree.
Facts.
Facts.
Do you want to be part of? You want to be those people? You don't want to be. You don't want to be those people. You don't want to be those people, bro. You don't want to be those people. Those people are buying ammunition out of a vending machine in a grocery store right now. You don't want to be those people.
I don't think I'm all speaking for him because I'm embarrassed. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, he's not low IQ. No,
of course he's not.
No, I just like fun things.
No, you do. It's does.
Fun
because he falls asleep. He falls asleep to like morbid facts or
I like that stuff too.
Like all the the creepy stuff.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of those things that like you don't have to really think.
It's entertaining.
But you don't have to think as like you don't need your brain to think too much on it. It's just more entertainment and it's like something fun.
Right.
I think that's where it should remain.
Yeah.
And
but there's
I think
people that don't.
When it jumps out of that realm and starts infiltrating your own personal ideology, and now you're a flat earther, and now you raise a bunch of flat earther kids, because you download your flat earth stupidity onto their hard drive. This is when we have a problem.
Yeah.
And a lot of that, we live in a country where too many people are doing that, and it's very sad. And this is why we have a president that's a fucking moron. It's because people like that, we have too many people like that is the problem. Do you know the rest of the world isn't this dumb, and they laugh at us? And I know that because not only do I travel, but I'm on Reddit.
You are correct. When I travel, the times that I've traveled outside of the country, whoever listens to this probably be like, well, get out of here. But it's just easier for me to say, like, when people are like, oh, where are you from? When I first started traveling, I would be like, oh yeah, I'm from, Los Angeles. And then Los Angeles works, right? They're like, oh,
certain
cool.
cities, they get it.
They're like, cool. But if I said like, oh, they were like, oh, America. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, don't say America.
And then it was like, no. So then I did that once, and it was like, oh, I seen that it was. And then after I was like, oh, I'm Mexican. Yeah. Like I would just say, oh, I'm Mexican.
Yeah, you're Mexican.
Oh, Mexico. Like, and I said, oh, but I live in Los Angeles. And then it's like even cooler, and it's, and that's when I learned, I was like, yeah, everybody hates us.
Sure.
And thinks we're dumb. Like,
yeah. I got in a lot of trouble when I was traveling. They say, where you from? And I'd go, Gavin Newsom land. They didn't like that at all. Gavin Newsom land.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah. Yo, you say LA. I think you can get away with it. When I lived in New York, say New York.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been, that you meet in the world, they've like been to LA or they've been to New York. Like when they come here, they're going to, there's only two cool places.
Only going to
Let's be real. There's two cool places.
That's true.
It's here and it's New York. And that's all, you know what I mean? So they get like, oh, cool. You're not like those other Americans.
Yeah.
Maybe Vegas, maybe Area 51.
And then I go, oh, hold my beer. I got to take a picture of these chemtrails.
Yes.
What were you saying about?
Who is it? I think it's Bill Hicks who has that bit about why aliens always go see like the dumbest
people in the rural areas.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's a great bit. Yeah, it's a great bit. Yeah,
but you know what? That. As a well, before we wrap it up, I just want to say, because I wanted to say it earlier, but as a Angelino, because I was born and raised here.
Legit Angelino right here. Authentic, genuine all the way.
So is he.
Legit Angelino. Authentic, genuine all the way.
And I think,
go Doyers.
Yeah. But I really like when like you, that you're so excited to be here and you love it here and you embrace it and you're like, and to me that feels good, because I know that a lot of people see like LA and they're like, oh, it's fake, oh, it's this, and oh, it's such a dark place to be in, and it's all this and all these negative things. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's not. It's just you're not giving the chance to really let the city or the state like embrace you, and I think to hear that from you like earlier when you were talking about it, I was like, oh, that feels good. Like, that's nice.
I'm glad that you felt good about that. And that's genuine. I really no. Of course, we could make a laundry list of all of the bad things that are going on in the city all the time, and now we got a mayoral race, and in the midst of that, a lot of bullshit's coming out too. I'm learning things that these people have done that I didn't need to know. But like in this country, like, where are you gonna go? Every city has something, right? Every city has things about it that you're gonna find distasteful. You have to like, it's like a buffet, right? And you pick the things that you're like, I want to eat this. Yeah. This is the kind of plate I want. Mm-hmm. This is a certain lifestyle here. This is the lifestyle I want. This lifestyle fits me very well. And so for me, it's not for everybody. My family couldn't. My brother and my parents, they live back east. They could never.
They're still back there.
Yeah. They never. This is like an alien land to them. They wouldn't understand it. What? They can't even understand a highway that has like 8 lanes. That doesn't even register. They're just like,
how
people can't. This ain't for everybody. I don't know.
Yeah. This year, I want to go to New York. This year.
Yeah, have you been?
No.
Oh,
never been.
It'll blow your mind.
Yeah,
it'll blow your mind. But you've been to Tokyo, right?
I've been to Tokyo.
So it's not going to blow your mind as much. As it blows the average American's mind.
Yeah. Really? No.
Correct.
My mind
I went
can
to
be
New York first. than Tokyo.
But my mind can be blown like easily.
True, you're right.
I'm very appreciative of where I go.
He really is.
But once you've gone to Tokyo, man, I'm like, that's such a.
I think
that place is so much different than anything else. It's just hard to top that.
Yeah, I think
for Metropolis.
I didn't really grasp Tokyo while I was there, like mentally, right? I was just like, okay, I'm in Japan. It just blew my mind. I'm in another country. Like I could have been somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Right. But I think because I've been wanting to go to New York for a very long time since I was a kid. And I grew up a Yankee fan as a kid. SNL was a big part of my life growing up. I think that just going there and being in all that.
Yeah, this will bring an extra layer of like appreciation for you because you have a personal connection already to it that you probably didn't have in Tokyo. Although I heard you're really into hentai.
Huh?
You know what hentai is?
Isn't that the like porn?
It's like anime
comic?
porn.
He's like,
anime porn.
I'm like, huh?
I was dropping a joke in there. Maybe my comedy's not for this guy.
He believes in Sasquatch.
I think
right?
so. Yeah, you're. Yeah, New York City is like
start your set off.
Incredible.
Does anybody believe in Sasquatch before I even start? Does anybody? Okay, you get the fuck out.
This is please.
Leave.
Earmuffs for you guys.
Yeah.
Earmuffs for you guys.
Like these jokes are not for you.
Yeah.
That's funny.
We should let's do it. The people that are listening, we're going to do a GoFundMe for all three of us to go to Sasquatch theme park.
Yeah.
So don't you want us to experience this? Don't you want us to have a good time? Maybe make a believer out of me because I'm a skeptic. So you're donate $500 for every $500. I'll send you a dick pic.
Oh shit!
It might not be mine, but I'll send you a dick pic. We're gonna get this money. We probably only need like $4,000, and we can all go to Sasquatch theme park.
We're gonna clip this. I want to go to Sasquatch theme park.
Fuck yeah, man! It might only be a pop up. Right, because it's so niche. Okay. It might be a pop. I'll look into it though. I'll send you the video.
Yeah.
I'll send you the video, and then. But I think Flat Earth theme park could be the bomb as well.
Yeah.
The Exorcist theme park. Like we could go. You could do this stuff, man, and I think people would eat it up.
Wait, you don't believe in the Exorcist?
No, I kind of believe in that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I believe something's going on there.
Okay.
Only because, well, there's been so many So when indigenous cultures and primitive cultures that have a shaman and shit, when they believe in this spirits, like there's something that starts to get me like, oh yeah, okay, maybe there's something here because they believe in that stuff. They believe that someone can be sickened from a spirit. It could be a health thing, it could be a mental thing, and they, in South America they have a routine or a regimen to rid people of these specific bad spirits. Some of them do have an ayahuasca ceremony with the shaman, but there's many different cultures down there that have an approach with the shaman for these spiritual illnesses. And I think there's something going on there. I just don't think the Catholic Church is handling it correctly because I'm not sure this is something that you're talking about a spirit. You think the spirit gives a fuck about Jesus?
No.
That's true.
You think the spirit's like, oh, a little water? You know what I mean? But the shamans are going deeper than Jesus and holy water. The shamans take the medicine and the shamans journey into the spirit world. That's the way they describe it. Yeah. They go into the spirit world and confront spirits face to face in a spirit world. They don't splash some water on you and read out of a book. Like that doesn't make any sense. That's terrestrial Earth approach that is not going deep enough. But going into that spirit world, that's why I believe there's something there. But when you see when you hear about exorcists, I don't think the Catholic Church has a grasp of what's really going on. They just call it the devil. It's the devil. It's Satan. It's way more complex than that, and it's going to take more than some lines from a book, words in English to get to help somebody who's suffering from a spiritual malady. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
But also, I think too. I know we have to go because before we get locked down here.
But it got so interesting.
But I know. But also too, there's some ancient cultures that also too had a deity or some type of creature that was described similar to Sasquatch and the Bigfoot.
Oh! I see what you're doing. So you're saying that there's a history of Sasquatch in some of these cultures.
Yes.
In their mythology.
Yes.
Yeah, a hairy man.
Yes.
That flies a space vehicle and goes.
It could be.
Well, I mean, maybe this could be. I think.
Well, I think a Wookiee is different than Bigfoot.
Yeah, I agree. I was just trying to be silly and stupid. I was going to do it earlier. My problem is we're talking about. This is
Are you into Star Wars, by the way?
It's not so much. Not so much. Okay. I mean, I watched the movies when I was a kid, and I loved the first 3. And then I tried to watch the others. You're gonna think I'm so lame, but I tried.
No,
I watched some. I just wasn't into it.
Yeah, if you're I read too. If if you grew up with the original trilogy, you watch the new ones, and you're just like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, it didn't. If the new ones had been pushed on me earlier, I think if they had been
not like
10 years earlier.
Yeah.
But my taste had changed
I think so.
over everything.
Right.
I started getting into horror movies.
Right.
I really went crazy with horror movies, and I was like, I'm not into the space stuff anymore, the sci-fi stuff. Although I do like sci-fi horror. I do like that. But
see, look at Jonesy knew who was on my shirt.
Oh yeah, I knew immediately, and I would wear that. I would totally rock that. I'm a huge David Lynch fan, though. I'm really into it.
Yeah, but it's pretty niche.
I went to a family party and everybody they weren't capping on me, but they're like naming all these different people that it could look like.
We thought it was
JFK.
No, somebody told you
Einstein.
Chef Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Chef Boyardee.
Yeah,
no,
Chef
Gordon
Boyardee.
Ramsay and
Gordon
then,
Ramsay because of the hair.
Another chef too. The chef with the spiky hair. The girl.
What's his name?
Anthony Bourdain.
Oh no, Anthony Bourdain was
Bourdain.
Anthony
The guest,
Bourdain. No,
Anthony
but
Bourdain?
the one that committed suicide.
Anthony
recently.
Bourdain committed.
No.
Well, he drug overdose, right? Was it but it was over a girl.
Yeah, but there was Anne Burrell.
Anne Burrell.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
She's another chef.
So they thought that was a woman.
Well, they thought it was all 3 of them. Somebody had different, they
wow.
asked them.
Oh, such a shame.
I was like, this is
like.
I thought it was all cool walking into the party.
Oh my God, yeah. I would have thought you were the coolest guy there with the David Lynch thing.
Exactly, that's what I was saying.
David Lynch to me was David Lynch was the coolest. The coolest.
He's rad.
I'm totally rad. I'm so into David Lynch. I love
Blue Velvet, Mulholland Drive.
Oh my God.
Dune.
Yeah, but you went into the wrong. We're first generation. We don't know who that is. They don't know who that is.
But no one you have to if you've never seen Blue Velvet, Blue Velvet is a must watch. You have to watch Blue Velvet in your life. It's a must watch movie. It's in 100 movies that you have to watch in life. Blue Velvet is on that movie. Is on that list.
Yeah, but my uncles got here when they were 17 years old, and they worked. More than half of the day. I'm pretty sure they didn't watch Blue Velvet.
Yeah, they probably didn't watch Blue Velvet.
He was in the wrong party. That's all.
Yeah.
You can't blame them.
But his interviews, he's got all kinds of interviews on YouTube. Yeah. I've watched a shit ton of that. Yeah. I got into transcendental meditation because of him. Mostly Jerry Seinfeld, but also he was a contributing factor because he's got a lot of speeches about it on there. He was one of the faces of the Transcendental Meditation Society here in LA or whatever. So yeah, he was one of the faces of the organization. So he is. I mean, when David Lynch died, that's the one that's died in the past 2 years that I really mourned. I honestly mourned.
That one sucked.
That one totally sucked. And I watched his movies for 3 to 5 days in a row. I watched David Lynch movies. Girl I'm dating, I made her watch these David Lynch movies. It's not really her cup of tea, but I made her. Although she did like Mulholland Drive. She did like that.
That one's crazy.
Yeah,
have you watched that
one?
She
loved it. Yeah.
Have you watched Mulholland Drive?
I don't think so.
We got to watch it. We're watching it tonight.
Yeah, you
Jonesy,
should watch it. Yeah. So
next time you come on, if I want to have you again, dude. We gotta talk. We gotta talk movies. There's so much other shit we gotta talk about.
I feel like we're ending in it. Like we could go another 2 hours.
No, absolutely.
So yeah, I would love to come back.
Heck yeah. Please tell us where we can find you if you got stuff coming up.
Oh yeah, sure.
I
would love it
your
if
podcast.
I would love if people checked out my podcast, which is called Weird AF News, and it's available on all podcast players. I do weird news 5 days a week, and on Friday it's only weird news from Florida. It's a Florida Friday. But I'm doing 5 day a week weird news. It's all current weird news that's going on in the world, and I make it funny. I try to make it funny, and I make commentary on culture while I'm doing it. And so I would love if people check that out. It's available on all podcast players, or go to weirdafnews.com. Also, if you'd like to see me do stand up, my Instagram is @FunnyJones. You can just follow me @FunnyJones on Instagram. I got clips up there, and so love to have people come out and see me do stand-up if I'm in your city. I'm going to Nashville in the middle of June. That's really the only trip I have planned right now. So June, 11th through the 13th, 14th, something like that, Nashville. But all that information is on my Instagram @FunnyJones.
Yeah.
Yes. Dude, this was fun. I'm so glad that we finally
it's great.
did this, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for the beer.
Yeah, you got it. Anything else, Amber? You got something? What do you got going on?
Nothing.
What's up? You going to Nashville? You're watching Mulholland Drive.
I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, you're gonna watch Mulholland Drive. It's dope.
I'm actually doing this.
There's some girl on girl action in there. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, you're gonna enjoy that.
It's such a weird. It's just.
Yeah, you figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I had to watch it like 3 times in a row to figure it out.
There's portions of Blue Velvet where I try to figure out what's going on, but it basically does run like it's like a film noir murder mystery at some point. Like you get those kind of vibes where you're like, oh, this guy's trying to find out what's going on. But Mulholland Drive is very much
Blue Velvet. I fell in love with Roy Orbison again.
Oh,
after
it's a lot of his music in there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. In Dreams, I remember that.
Oh my God.
That whole scene when he's singing In Dreams into that. Oh my God, that guy, and he had the lipstick on. I love that. Dreams I Walk With You.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that whole scene with. My favorite part about that movie,